For today's episode, we are going to talk about how failing a lot in life got me to where I am right now. And the thing is, I failed my board exam twice. I also started a business that closed after 12 months, and I lost so many people along the way. And it's not just people na you don't really have a good relationship with or parang you have a mababaw na relationship with. It's people who I actually think are going to be part of maybe this bigger life. These are the things that I actually never expected to happen in my life. And for a long time, I saw that as a proof that something was wrong with me, that maybe I was the problem or I was just really a failure. But little did I know, I really wasn't failing. I was being redirected to a life that, looking back, God knew I actually wanted this kind of life all along. Where I didn't want to wear office uniform going to work. Or where I didn't have to worry about what I will wear or may makeup ba ako and all that just to look presentable pag papasok ka sa office, because ganun naman pag nag-work ka sa corporate world, diba? And as a huge introvert, I remember just wanting to work lang ng maybe ako lang or konting tao lang yung kasama ko mag-work, or maybe just working in my pajamas. I remember I actually have an Instagram account pa for that, which hindi naman nag-try. I mean, parang hindi ko naman pinush. Those little things na parang I wanted to work in my pajamas. I wanted to be able to travel. I want to be able to really have that kind of freedom na I never felt I had growing up. So today, we're going to talk about that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that failure feels like a blessing in the moment. Totally not. I was really questioning God so many times. Sa mga big events ng buhay ko na yun, I failed the board exam. Parang, hindi ba ako matalino? Or feeling ko nag-aral naman ako maigi for that. I know I prepared for that. And even closing the business that I started with a friend, a cafe, that had to close after 12 months. If you know me back then, I am passionate really about baking or making food. So at that time, I had so many questions then na parang, why did I have to start this if it's really not gonna thrive eventually? Yung mga ganun na I questioned things so much. And that's what those failures felt back then. They didn't really feel like a blessing when I was going through it. I'm sure you felt that too. When things in life don't feel like it's going your way, you probably felt that. And that's the thing, when you go through these life situations that feels like a failure, not really like a redirection, it's gonna mess up a lot in your head and you will question a lot of things. And of course, some of these things you probably even have to heal from. At some point in my life, I lost a group of friends na parang I thought I was hanging out with well. And they were my friends for 7 years na at that time. So what happened was really something that I didn't see coming, I swear. It doesn't really make sense at that time. I didn't see it as a blessing back then. I didn't see it as God redirecting me into something that I actually want. It didn't feel like things were aligning for me. It didn't feel like things were happening for me. It felt like really things were happening against me. And those events in my life were actually necessary for me to change the way I see things now. Kasi if I really think about it, if I look back on those days, on those situations, on those times in my life where each door that closed felt like a loss instead of a redirection. Sometimes nga yung door na nag-close na yun, you will really try to open it, diba? Instead of opening other doors, you will try to force and make things work. But the thing is, the door has closed already. God closed that door for you already. And it's time for you to open new ones. Going back dun sa failures na yun, I'm wondering, maybe if I passed the board exam, I would be a CPA right now. I would be working in this top accounting firms. And I will probably be good at it, but unfulfilled. I wouldn't be able to have all this traveling that I do. My travel is not really related to work. I get asked about that a lot, if yung travels ko daw ba ay work-related. 98% of it are not work-related. And the thing is, I travel a lot, and it's really by personal choice. It's really by the lifestyle I chose. It's not because I have to be in South Korea for whatever reason. It's not because you have to be in Taiwan or I have to be in Japan. I really just want to. I want to visit my friends, I want to see Korea, I want to go to this place in Jeju and stuff like that. Pero imagine kung CPA ako, if I pass the board exam, if I'm working in a corporate world, none of these things that I have right now can become a reality for me. Even the cafe business, if that survived, maybe I will be stuck in there most of the time because I really wanna do things well. I won't figure it out that there's something I can do well that doesn't require me to just stay in one place. Yeah, and even the people I lost along the way, I wouldn't realize that in that environment, I was playing small. I was not really showing what I can actually do in life or in that environment because it felt like I had to keep myself small so that they're comfortable. Maybe they will accept me more. Maybe they will like this version of me. But I think showing who I am more is like the less I'm liked in that group, I guess. And the thing is, parang I wanted to be liked that time, or I wanted to be accepted by that group of people. Pero do I want to be accepted by the version of me that's keeping myself small? No, I want to be accepted by this version of me who's really living a big life, who's really choosing to live boldly and wanting to take up space in the world because I can. Looking back, those closed doors that at some point I also tried to open, they were really pointing me to other doors. And it didn't feel like that at the time. Like I had to go through all the emotional roller coaster of things. Of course, you have to go through some kind of healing din as well, diba? Now, I actually think those redirections in life, parang nakakitaan ko na sila ng pattern, in a way, na, nare-redirect ako into something else. So those redirections or those life situations that didn't seem like redirection back then, they seem more like a failure than redirection. They're all making sense now. And while it took me a while to see that, to see the beauty of going through those things, and it's actually beautiful and also painful to shed all those version of you na maybe the reason why the cafe closed or I had to go through that. So my mind can be open on other things na it's not just, yes, I am passionate about it, but there's also other things that I can be passionate about. Kasi before, di ba, like, yun din yung common nun is like, follow your passion and money will follow. Like, bullshit. That's BS, I swear. Maybe to some it worked, but it's not like a universal law. My business right now, definitely not my passion. I'm working with content creators, influencers in the US who does affiliate marketing. And it was never my passion to be in the fashion, beauty, lifestyle, home. Those are the things that I'm not really interested about. Like, I don't do my makeup. Di nga ako marunong magkilay ko. Like, hindi rin ako fashionista. Like, I just wear black top, black pants. That's it. So, those things, like, even though they're really my passion, I got to love it along the way. Like, I got to love building systems and workflows for the business side of these influencers that I work with. And having that business now allows me to embrace this other passion of mine, which is traveling whenever and wherever I want. Those life situations that felt like my life was falling apart, I had to go through that falling apart phase. God had to tear those parts of my life so that He can build or can help me build the life that I actually want based on what I actually want, not on what I think people want. I studied accounting because that's what my parents want. My mom wanted to be a CPA lawyer, although ngayon thankful na siya na hindi ako naging CPA lawyer. Like, that path, I followed that because someone else wanted it for me. My family wanted it for me. My parents wanted it for me. It's not that they mean bad, but I'm thankful that God had to tear those plans down so that I'm able to build this life right now, where I'm able to build something I genuinely love, traveling, building team, or like creating a positive work culture with the team that I have right now, leading people, which is something I thought I wouldn't love, but I eventually liked it. And then now, creating this kind of video content where I talk about the behind the scenes of my life. Like, I'm living this cool, amazing life, but then the things that actually make me live this life are those things that I had to go through and those behind the scenes that I don't get to share a lot on my feed. So I think I enjoy talking about it now in a video format. So yun, like, if life had gone according to plan, if my life went the way the people around me want, I don't think I will be here So I'm thankful that, God had to interrupt those plans so I can create or I can build the life that I actually want. So if you are in the middle of something that feels like a failure right now, I want you to sit down with this one thought. What if this isn't the end of the story? What if this is just a part of life where you are being redirected to something more beautiful? And even though you can't really see it right now, try to imagine a life that's better than what you have right now. Kasi I'm sure there is. So yeah, as I've made kwento so far in this video, those failures in life weren't really happening against me. They were just really happening for me in a sense na I was being led to where I am going or to building a life that I actually want. And isn't that a beautiful thing na someone out there or God or the universe knows the inside of you well na parang this is the life that you actually want. This is the life that you actually dreamt of before having all the noises around you, like yung inisip ng tao or yung nakita mo sa social media. Looking back at my own life, those failures weren't really the opposite of where I'm going. Those failures are actually how I got here. Like, those needed to happen. Even though they were painful, I'm thankful that it happened. Like, no regrets that it happened at all. I know that in every area of that, like taking the board exam, running a cafe, and my relationship with my friends back then, in all those points in my life, I know that I really gave my best to hopefully pass the board exam, to hopefully make the business successful, and to hopefully build a good relationship with these people that I've hung out with for a long time. There are things that I cannot control, and I'm so grateful for the things that I cannot control, even though control freak tayo, but I'm grateful for those things kasi I wouldn't be here if I'm really in full control of my life. So yeah, hope that helps. I am back for the second time here in Aloha Wave in Yangyang, South Korea. So I can have my poke bowl today, which I really enjoyed having this last time. I want to show what's in front of me as well. Ay, look at that. It's a beach. Surfing spot siya here in Yangyang.
If something about today felt like a conversation you've been waiting to have, stick around. Because that's exactly what this show is here for. Figuring out life together with me, one honest conversation at a time. If you'd like to stay updated on all my podcast episodes, you can subscribe to this channel if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can give this show a follow on Spotify. I'd also love to hear what you think about the show. Send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Figuring Out Life PH. Let's continue to figure out life together, and I'll see you on the next one.